Alright, I got 10 natures, like 2k, and 600 iron arrows from that maze. It isn't really that great. I think probably the best thing for me to get is like nature runes, really. This has got to be some kind of a record. Look at this. 4 iron bars from 25 iron ore. Somebody tell me what the probability of that is. Alright, so it's the morning that the Hill Giant boss was just released, and I have seen some of the drop logs from people that have killed it a few times, mostly on Members Worlds, because in Members Worlds you can just like cannon Hill Giants, of course, and get keys really fast, but nobody's really gotten more than like 4 or 5 keys in free to play at this point. I haven't gotten any yet. I'm killing the Hill Giants in the wilderness right now. But anyways, from looking at the drop logs, the drops are fucking insane. Like, this is exactly what I figured they would do. Like, the drops are extremely good, and at this point, I think that this is basically going to be the new meta for Ironman to get both laws and I mean everything, dude. Laws, natures, gems, everything. Limp words that drops 20 noted limp words at a time. It drops, of course, the rune kite shield, which is pretty much the only way for us to get it reasonably. So yeah, the drops are fucking insane. So I doubt that. I really don't think that they'll nerf it, because like the drops aren't overpowered for members, obviously, but for free to play players, they're insane. The problem is the drops are so good that there's gonna be a lot of free to play players that are killing it, especially right now, because the club's actually worth quite a bit in the GE. I'm sure it'll be worthless, probably about like 100k or something in a week or two, but you know, for now it's just come out, so there's not obviously that many in the game. So people are, you know, killing it like crazy, killing Hill Giants like crazy to try and get them. But honestly, I think the drops are so good from the Hill Giant boss that people will probably just kill it. Regular free to play accounts will just kill it just for money, because it's that fucking good, and most of them are killing Hill Giants anyways for, you know, the bones. So it's gonna be really, really tough to find Hill Giants to actually kill, like find a world where you can kill Hill Giants. But I think it's definitely gonna be worth it for me, because like the drops are just so fucking good, and obviously for now I still have to, you know, at least kill it until I get the rune kite shield at the very least. But odds are I'm probably gonna be killing this forever. This kind of changes everything, because I mean, it's so much easier to get laws and natures now, basically. And also it drops like 50, I think it's, yeah, it's like 50 fucking big bones at a time noted, which is fucking insane. So yeah, basically I'm just gonna try and kill these, and hopefully I will get a key. I'm not really too concerned about getting PK'd, because there's no teleblock in free to play, so I can just instantly teleport. But it is multi, so I guess like a clan could log in or something, but it seems very unlikely. Alright, so I never ended up actually getting any keys. I killed them for like 2 hours, and I didn't get any keys. I'm pretty sure I was just never lucky, really, because I think most people get like 2 per hour. But yeah, I didn't get any, and I had to go to class, and when I came back, it's like crowded as fuck now. Even in the wilderness, there's 2 people in every world, so I'm probably gonna have to wait like a few days before I go and do it. In the meantime, I'm just gonna mine iron at Remington, because I'm thinking I will actually be able to get enough natures to superheat most of the smithing XP to 70, so there's not really any point in me doing the dwarf mine method and smelting anymore, so I'll probably just bank the iron. So there is 77 mining coming in. So as you can see, this place is crowded as fuck, but I finally managed to get my first key, so I guess I'll try and continue to kill these, but it's not very fast right now, obviously, because of how crowded it is. And 50 big bones. That's honestly probably like the worst job. Alright, we got 164 chaos that time. And a rune med helm. Alright, rune plate legs, that's a decent amount of GP at least. Alright, so I've killed the hill giant boss like 5 times at this point, and all my drops have been pretty bad, quite honestly. And basically, what I mean by bad is that there was no laws or natures or rune kites or clubs or like extra keys or anything like that. So, just like cosmics and chaos and bones and stuff like that. But I think that it is definitely going to be worth it to kill the hill giants instead of the moss giants, because they basically have the same normal drops, and in addition they drop the keys as well, of course, and the drops from the boss are great. However, for the time being, it's very crowded, and there's no way that you can get the same amount of XP, range XP per hour at the hill giants as you could at the moss giants. So basically, I'm going to continue doing this for now to train my smithing until it's basically less crowded at the hill giants. So as you can see, I've got over 8,000 iron bars, and also I spent a couple of days mining iron ore just in Remington and just banking it, because I'm gonna need just plain old iron ore for when I get nature runes, so that I can superheat it, of course. But yeah, I'll probably just keep doing this until I get enough bars for 70 smithing, and then we'll get 70 smithing, and then we'll see how crowded the hill giants are from there. So that is the plan right now. Alright, so the thing is, I was wanting to basically just power out 70 smithing and basically just get that like in my next video after this one. However, problem is I'm pretty much out of law runes, and I'm going to need a decent amount more in order to finish off 70 smithing. We need like another 3,000 or so iron bars in order to get 70 smithing, and we're going to need quite a few more law runes in order to get those, obviously, if we want to continue doing this method, which is more efficient than just mining the iron ore and banking it in Remington and then smelting it in Alcara. This is definitely more efficient than that, as we've already tested basically in previous videos. So basically that means I need to go back and kill probably hill giants in order to get more law runes, but as I've already said, hill giants are crowded as fuck. So I'm not sure if I will do that or not. But basically, if I decide that hill giants are crowded as fuck, I'll either go to moss giants, which I don't really want to do, or I will go and train mage, because I've already said I'm going to get 99 mage at the ice wizards, although I'll probably be able to get a lot of the XP from like Crumble Undead and Ankus as well, because I'll get lots of chaos runes and also death runes as well from the hill giant boss. So I'm not sure how much of the XP we'll be able to do from like Crumble Undead or whatever, but yeah, anyways, the Ice Warriors do drop quite a bit of natures and some laws as well, and since I've, I can pretty much go and do mage whenever I want, really. There's nothing really stopping me from doing it. So although I wanted to kind of focus on getting the smithing out of the way, it's not inefficient for me to go and do some mage right now. So like I said, I'll try to do the hill giants, like maybe when it's like really late at night, I'll go and when it's not that crowded and try and do hill giants. But if not, then I might just be maging the Ice Warriors, and also I might do some fishing, because the thing is, I do actually use quite a bit of lobsters when I kill the hill giant boss as well, because he hits quite high, and I don't want to use like salmon, because there's actually a pretty good chance I'll die, or he'll just combo me and I won't be able to actually hit him at all, and it'll be really annoying. Also, apparently you can't teleport out of the boss fight either, which I didn't realize, because I was kind of banking on that as an option. So luckily I never had to do that, otherwise it would have been quite bad. But anyways, so yeah, I want to use at least lobsters for killing the boss. So that means I gotta go catch more lobsters, but I'm only 57 fishing and 58 cooking right now. So not only will I catch the lobsters quite slowly, but I'll also burn quite a few of them as well. So I might just go and get like 70 fishing and cooking, and then go and catch a bunch of lobsters and cook them. So that way I have plenty of them to use for the boss whenever I want to go and do it. But for the time being, I could also just save up the keys as well, if I don't want to do that right now. So we do have a lot of options at this point in time. So alright, so I was wrong when I said that the hill giants are strictly better than the moss giants. I don't know that for sure yet at this point, because first of all, the hill giants are definitely less XP per hour than the moss giants, and I'm pretty sure that's always going to be the case, even a few months from now when the hill giant boss hype dies down, of course. I still think it's always going to be less XP per hour, just because the spawns aren't as good, and it's always going to be more crowded than the moss giants. That being said, if you got a lot more natures and laws, I would consider it worth it. But here's the thing, the hill giants do not drop as many natures and laws than the moss giants do just by themselves. But obviously they drop the keys, and you could get like 100 laws or natures from a single key. So obviously that could potentially push them over the edge, and probably they're going to be more nats and laws per hour than the moss giants, and certainly they're way more money when you take into account all the alkables that you'll get from the moss giants. But here's the thing: either way, I got to do the hill giants until I get a rune kite shield, because that's pretty much the only way I can get a rune kite shield. So obviously, I'm gonna do it until I get one of those. So that's gonna probably give me plenty of time to test them and figure out exactly how many keys you can get per hour, and the XP you get per hour, and nats and laws and that sort of thing. Right now it's looking like you get like 1 key per hour. I think the rate's like 1 in 125 or so. That's my pretty much experience with it. Thus far I've gotten 6 keys. But I do want to test it a lot more, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until somebody makes like a loot from 1,000 hill giant boss kills, and then I can figure out exactly how many natures and laws you get from every single key, and how many keys you get per hour. Like I said, it's pretty much 1 key per hour, and then I can compare that to the rates that you get at moss giants and figure out which one is better, basically, and also take into account that the hill giants are less XP, so if it's close, the time might go to the moss giants. But yeah, either way, that's pretty much the plan. I'm going to be killing ice warriors probably whenever I can't go to hill giants, which I'm going to try to do as much as possible, since I need to get my magic up eventually anyways, and there's nothing really stopping me from doing that right now. Also, here's what my bank is looking like quickly, just like 200k. As for the unstrung symbols, I was going and I sold like 1,000 of them or something, and then I realized that I might go back and train crafting again at some point anyways, and when I do, I'll use tiaras, and if I get like 7,000 tiaras, then I can go to the store and sell both of them at the same time. So that's definitely more efficient than me just going and selling the symbols right now and then going and selling the tiaras by themselves later, which wouldn't even be worth it for me to do. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait until I get the tiaras made, which could be a very, very long time, but I don't really need the money right now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And obviously we can do that whenever we want. So I have 9.5 thousand iron bars right now, and it might stay there for a while until I get some more law runes to finish off 70 smithing. So that's pretty much it. I gotta go catch more lobsters so I can kill the hill giant boss some more, and I've got just 1 key right now, and I've actually gotten quite a bit of limp words just from the normal hill giants. I don't know if eventually I'll just stop picking those up, because they do actually I mean, that's the only reason I have to bank there, but obviously I'm going to need them for strength pots eventually anyways, so I probably will just keep picking those up. But yeah, other than that, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.